Okay, here we go. This way, Jane. We're going to start making some homemade bread. For the simple reason is the bread you buy where we come from is crap. Makes me ill. We've tried brown bread, so we're going to try white bread this time. Okay, so I'm going to use, hold on, I'm going to do first. I'm going to put a level teaspoon of yeast into some warm water to get it activated first. Okay, that'll do. Maybe a touch more, and I'll stir that in a bit. We're going to got, I don't know if you can see that, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and we're going to have 1 teaspoonful of sugar as well. Let me just get this going first. This takes some doing. Sticky. Okay, I think all the yeast has been. Now I'm going to put half a pound of white flour. So it's just a rough guess, because this is 500 gram bag, so it's half of that. Okay, but we decided we're going to put a little bit of granary as well. So I'm going to put a little bit of, only a bit of this, handful or so. So it's just over half a pound of flour. Okay, we don't care, we're just guessing. It usually works alright. We're going to mix the salt in. Really well, just push it all in, it doesn't matter. Okay. We're going to put in a level teaspoonful of sugar, or just over. This is just to make it crusty, they tell me. Kirsty will know about crusty. Okay, yeast is done, sugar is done. That should be frothing, fermenting. We're also going to put in ½ ounce of butter. I'm just going to break it up and mix in with the flour. Okay, I'm doing it in the frying pan because it's a big frying pan and it saves a lot of mess, that's all.
We'll do it outside, but it's too windy.
It's too windy. Okay, just breaking up the butter in between and just, it's homemade. It's supposed to be really good for you. Well, we've been making it now for the last few days since we've been in France, and I haven't suffered from bellyache or swollen tummy since we've been doing it, so we think it's a good idea, don't we? Yeah? Jane's nodding there. You can put anything you want in, as a matter of fact. We did something the other day with the granary and put some raisins in. It's okay, wasn't it? Okay, start adding the yeast and water. Just mix it in. See if it gets all gooey, but it's fun anyway. You'll see it come right soon.
4.5 fluid ounces of water.
Oh, was it? Well, just add the water you think. It's not much. So what is it? How many ounces?
4.5.
4.5 fluid ounces of water. Put all that in. If we need to get some more, we'll have to add a bit more flour. Okay. Need a bit more flour now. You get some, Jane. Did that on purpose. Sorry, I shouldn't have used both hands. Okay.
Got the bowl there. Well.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm rushing a little bit really, because we are filming and it's taking up time.
We won't need it for 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to need it anyway in a bit, but you'll see it all come together a bit. It doesn't stay on your fingers. It's coming now. A bit more flour, a bit more with this. Okay, got it to the point now where I've got flour on my hands, there's no more pasta. And what you've got to do now, you've got to really, and you've got to just keep folding it within itself. Just keep folding, that's all you've got to do. You want to do this for 10 minutes, so we'll stop in a minute. And if you need to, just add a little bit more flour if it's getting a bit sticky. And I'm just using, well, we got this in France. What is it? Just plain flour. But hopefully the white mixed with a little bit of brown is just as good for me. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this for 10 minutes. This will be the boring bit, so just keep folding into itself. And we'll come back in about 10 minutes, okay?
What are you doing?
Sorry?
What are you doing?
Kneading it. Kneading. That's all you need. They call it kneading, call it folding, call it whatever you want. I used to do this when I was younger. Okay. Like I said, it gets a bit sticky, put a bit more flour on your hands. Yeah. Back in a bit. Okay, finished proofing it. No, I didn't proof it. What did I do? Kneaded it. So I'm just going to put a sprinkle bit of flour on the top. Just a touch.
Why?
Okay. And I'm just going to all I did is make it into a nice round ball. Put it into a buttered dish. Okay. Right, we're going to put then damp tea cloth over the top. A bit more than that. Just a bit of. Okay, what I usually do, I can put where's that cup? You don't have to do this, but I'm just going to put a cup in the corner just so it keeps it away. If I move that. And then what should happen now? Put it in a warm place and this should double in size. Okay, I don't want to touch the bread really, it doesn't really matter, it should be alright. And that's it. You can't tell me that's hard. All you got to do, you've got to wait an hour and a half. And then bake it in the hottest oven was the only one we got because we're in a camper. So we're going to cook it in gas mask 6 for about 3/4 of an hour. Just, yeah, check it out, check it in half an hour time, make sure it's not burnt. So we're just going to put that in the sunlight. Okay, there. That'll stay for an hour and a half now. That's it. I guarantee it'll well, because of the yeast and whatnot, it'll be double the size. Thank you. Okay, this is after an hour and a half. So I just got to be careful.
It's quite big.
Usually it doubles in size, it's a bit more, so I think we put a bit more flour, didn't we? So anyway. So that's that. That'll go in the oven. When we give the measurements before, they're usually on the back of the packet. Where's the packet? There. It tells you how to make the bread on the back of there. Okay, all we did was half the measurements because only 2 of us. Somewhere in France, eh? Pan. You got that one? That's the white one. Pain. Okay. We've got the bread out of the oven. It grew to more than twice as well the original size, as you can see. We did notice that we put a little bit too much salt. You can taste too much salt in the bread because we're beginners as well. Got a bit of jam on it. But it all tastes very nice.
Especially with cherry jam.
This is cherry jam. But it does taste gorgeous. And the reason why, because there's no preservatives, no artificial ingredients. It's all
Why is it going out of focus?
natural. Because you're a bit too close, I don't know.
I think so.
But there's the finished product. We think it's a little bit too salty. We're going to do another one tomorrow or the next day.
Do it. Focus.
Because we think it's good for us. We don't like all the artificial stuff that goes in the bread.
Well, I'm going to eat that now.
Voila!